There we go. Welcome, welcome everyone. So this is our medicine cabinet makeover class. And basically this month we have been focusing on ways to have a healthy home and ways to reduce toxins in our life. And so I figured, why don't I dust off a class I've done several years ago. It's called Medicine Cabinet Makeover, and add that to a second half to continue some things we've been discussing this month. So we are going to get started, and we just wanted to welcome you, and I'm so glad that you joined me tonight. I just want to let you know that we will be discussing a lot of different oils and oil-based products today. What I want you to take away from the class is, Joy, there are a lot of ways I can use essential oils in my everyday life. I'm really not trying to add to your budget. I know some people think that sometimes. I just want to help you learn how to replace some things that are harmful in your life with some things that are safe and effective. And I'm going to actually pause for a second because I'm trying to figure out what is that beeping, because that's going to drive me crazy. All righty, so we're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to try to keep this, you know how I like to do my classes, short and sweet, get to the point, and move on. So we're going to talk about what are some of the issues we're having with toxins and the way that we things we're putting in our body. Some of the challenges. I have a challenge that I want to give to put out into the world for people to try. We're going to offer some solutions to some of the problems we're going to talk about, and then if you do not already have oils, this is a way we're going to talk about how you can get those in your home. First thing, I always have a few things I have to talk about at the very beginning, housekeeping things. And one of the things that I always say is that I want to state up front, I'm not a doctor. The products and methods that we talk about are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any illness, nor is it intended to replace your proper medical help. There is always life and death situations, and you should get proper medical help the way you see fit. I share these personal experiences of myself and others using natural solutions because I know that there's a ton of research to back it up and to support the experiences and the recommendations. But you should always consult your physician that you trust. But my goal today is just to give you options. I feel like we should always have more options when it comes to our personal wellness and care. So why do you do this? And so I always share upfront my mission statement, my personal mission statement that I believe in the power of plants. I'm committed to leading a path toward plant wellness by living my best plant-based life. My company is Joy's Oil Well, and its mission statement is it's committed to providing a path to plant wellness by teaching and distributing certified pure therapeutic grade oils, which are doTERRA's oils. I am moving towards coaching people on whole food plant-based lifestyle and encouraging people to just experience nature-centered exercise. So some of the ground rules I have is that we keep everybody on mute during the whole recording. You can ask questions, please do if you want, in the chat if you're live on the class. I am recording it so we can use it in the future. And lastly, if I ask a question, please feel free to respond in the chat. So I always start at the beginning. We always go over what are essential oils because someone joining us may not know. They may be a newbie. So what are essential oils? The very basic definition that I always give is that they are plant medicine. And so they are effective. They're unlike most pharmaceuticals because essential oils are able to pass through the oily cell membrane. So essential oils can bring oxygen to the cells, which they need to regenerate. I could spend probably 2 more classes talking about the science behind the oils because it's so intriguing, but that's basically all you need right now is that essential oils are medicine for the plants, and we can use them as well for our bodies because we're so closely related. So who here already loves their oils? I know that there are people that already love their oils, so that's awesome. And so one of the reasons why I love the oils is that there are 3 cool things I always share with people. Cool thing number 1, essential oils are very effective. And what you see pictured here is cells before and after, actually 30 seconds after someone applied the use of a balanced essential oil blend. And that is as a proprietary doTERRA blend that is really good. It's helpful for grounding. It helps people. I use it personally for anti-anxiety. And so you just see how it takes the cells at the cellular level from being clumpy and, you know, kind of dim, and it moves them to being more vibrant. And so they're very effective. Cool thing number 2 is that they're safe. Essential oils are going to be safer than pharmaceuticals. They won't have any side effects as long as you have proper recommended use, and you won't get addicted to essential oils in the bad way. Now, you could in a good way, because I probably am addicted to frankincense, but that's a good thing. And cool thing number 3, essential oils are inexpensive. So I know some people are like, oh, those kits. I was like, no, they are inexpensive. If you look at it, you have cost savings. You're going to save when you implement essential oils into your lifestyle. You're going to save on copays, prescription costs, buying things over the counter. And if you think about it, a 15 milliliter bottle of essential oil has 125 to 250 applications. And so we're only using 1 to 2 drops at a time. So that's going to last you a while. And you're going to save time. So that amount of time, if you think about when you have to go to the doctor, you have to go to different specialists, you're going to save time if you can avoid those types of visits. How do we use the oils? So there are 3 major ways to use the oils. Aromatic means you can breathe them in, put them in a diffuser. I like to use them this way because it kills the germs in the air. If I'm stuffy, it opens my airways, and it can also affect your mood for things like depression and sadness. And so these are things I kind of struggle with, so I like to use the oils for emotional support as well. You can also use them topically. You can apply them to your head, your feet, ears, chest, back of your neck, and any place that you are having some issues. We never put the oils in 3 places. We never put them up our nose, in our eyes, or down our ear canal. But any place else is pretty much fair game. So just your body better. If it's a sensitive area, I would always dilute with the carrier oil first and see how you are or how it affects you. But if you're not sure where to put something, you can always put it on the bottom of your feet, and it's going to enter the bloodstream and affect your entire body within about 30 seconds. And the last way we can use oils, and I only say this with confidence because I use doTERRA's essential oils, is you can use them internally. And so all the oils you can use internally will be marked, and you'll be able to read it on the side. It'll tell you. It'll give you instructions, and it also has supplement facts. And that's how you can be sure that you can use that oil internally. But that's only for doTERRA oils. And so I take them under my tongue. Sometimes I put them in a gel cap because there are some that I absolutely do not like the taste of. That would be turmeric. And sometimes I put them in water. I put lemon oil in water, and I drink it that way. And that helps because it helps. It's a really good way to help your digestive system, or if you have issues going on in your mouth, your throat, and liver. And again, I use doTERRA's oils because quality matters. It's very important to me to use high quality oils, and doTERRA has their own very high quality standards. They are the most pure oils available, and I don't worry about taking them internally. They are CPTG, which simply means certified pure therapeutic grade, and that is an indication that they are beyond organic. They're verified pure, they're free of fillers and pesticides, they're authentic, and they're potent. And other things that are really awesome about them is that they no side effects, and they're 100% natural, and they work very quickly with the cells in the body. All things we talked about already. So you want to make sure you have high quality oils when you're using essential oils. You do not want to get your oils from the dollar store. I'm just going to tell you right now, those are not going to be the same. So I want to issue a challenge today, and it has to do with your daily routine. And so there's 2 parts to this challenge. The first part, and you can think about it as we go through this class, is that I want you to think about and track all the different items that you use in a day. So think of items you put on your body, think of things that you use maybe to clean the house. Just think of different items that you use pretty much on a daily basis. And I want you to be more cognizant and look at maybe the labels that are on some of these items that you use, and look at some of the ingredients of these items that we're using every day. Because I really don't think we understand the level of the toxic load that we are putting on our bodies daily. And everyone is very much concerned with their health and wellness. And, everyone is very concerned that the different illnesses are out of control. And some people blame it on genetics. Genetics are a small part of the reasons why we get sick. It's more of what we do on a daily basis, how we eat, the toxic load we have, how much sleep we get, how much exercise. All those things really have a larger portion to our wellness. And so that's the first part. I want you to keep track. You can do it for a day, you can do it for a couple of days, to keep track of the things that you use regularly and the ingredients that are in there. So for instance, I get up, I wash my face, I put on deodorant. Look at those labels. What are you washing your face with the deodorants? I looked at my deodorant, and it's going to contain different chemicals that have no business being in or on my body, and we absorb those through our skin. And so deodorant is going to contain something as simple as aluminum and parabens. And for pretty much my entire life, I would always have skin irritation under my arms because of the aluminum and other things that are in deodorant. So I always had to rotate the deodorant. I thought, I just had to keep rotating it. It was really, I just needed to stop using those toxic items. So the second part of the challenge is I want you to change out one item that's toxic that you're using for a non-toxic alternative. And as we go through this class, you're going to learn about some non-toxic alternatives. So what does your medicine cabinet look like? So on the left, we have probably a typical American medicine cabinet, has several items in there. I know before I started with doTERRA, mine probably had most of those items either in the medicine cabinet or somewhere in the household. First is on the right. Once we start to take control of our wellness and what we're doing, you can see how much you can really reduce the amount of things you have, the amount of things you use, because the oils and the oil supplements are going to take care of a host of different issues. So let's start with the different issues people face. So they can't focus, they have hormonal issues, they have issues with their immune system, respiratory issues, they're stressed out, and digestive issues. And I know this is kind of a joke kind of in the oil community, but we always say, oh, I have an oil for that. And we really do have an oil for almost any issue that you can come up with. So let's start with body aches, headaches, discomfort, and tension. And so these are items most people turn to. I mean, I think I was going to the chiropractor for a while, a couple years ago, and he has biofreeze everywhere in there. And all the junk that's in that biofreeze, I just wanted to say, oh my goodness, now I know better. But all these different things you can buy, you can go in Walgreens or anywhere and you can get, but these things all have items in there that really aren't good for you. And what I learned in some of my research is that these are not really intended for you to use them long term, but there are people that use them every single day. And over time is really increasing the toxic load that we have on our bodies. And so, and it's a lot of the times because we're in pain. Lots of people are in pain. And so what's happening now, we're addicted to painkillers and over-the-counter meds. And these numbers are a little old, but they're still amazing in a bad way, is you have 25.3 million American adults suffer from pain daily. So that explains why people are using these items to help with pain management every single day. And you have 23.4 million American adults report that they're in a lot of pain. So I know if you've ever been in the hospital, they always ask you to rate your pain from, on a scale of 1 to 10. A lot of people, they're at that 10 level all the time. And that breaks my heart, because there are other options for them to try, but they just don't know. And so here are a couple of just simple things, you can try. And I've actually tried them both. One is, we call it a morphine shot, and it's going to be 6 drops of marjoram or oregano plus 6 drops of frankincense in a veggie cap. And you take that pill every 6 to 8 hours, and it's going to basically give you the effects of, people that get those morphine shots. I remember when I had my kids, I had that morphine, where I could click it. I thought I was getting more than I was, but I wasn't. But here's a natural way that you can deal with the pain. And look at that. The cost for that, one veggie cap you can make yourself is $1.68. And then again, here's essential oil Tylenol, 3 drops of vetiver, 3 drops of margarine, 3 drops of lemon, put in a veggie cap, and you can take the capsule up to every 4 hours instead of taking the Tylenol, and that's 72 cents for that veggie cap. And so when you try to come up and use natural solutions, it's going to be better on your body, and it's going to be able to work at a more optimal level to deal with whatever is causing the pain. And so if you're in pain, these are some of the other things. In addition to making your own things, here are some products that you can use. And as you can see, the Deep Blue line is one that is really effective at helping with a lot of tension and discomfort in the body. So the main one a lot of people like to use is the Deep Blue Rub. And so that's a staple in a lot of households. But I like the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex, and that's the bottle of supplements right there. And I take those probably every other day just to keep some of the aches and pains I've developed with carrying extra weight and getting older. That helps a lot. On the end, you see that past tense tension blend roller. That's a lot of people use that to help with some of the pain they have with migraine headaches. And peppermint is also one that people use for sore muscles. I know my shoulders get sore. I use it a lot there. They use it for headaches. I have my kids like the peppermint for headaches. They rub it in. I have a friend that she likes to, she just massages the peppermint into her scalp when she has her tension headaches. So let's think about this. Are any of these part of your daily routine? So we have shampoo, we have toothpaste, we have body wash, deodorant, makeup remover wipes, Neosporin. We used a lot of Neosporin when our kids were little. And then the toothpaste and the hand wash. Now, all of these things I know I used to use a ton of. And I have changed them out because, you know, there are toxins in it. And so here's the deodorant. I pulled this, and so it shows you the top 5 toxic ingredients hiding in deodorant. Aluminum is one, and that can be linked to breast cancer in women, prostate cancer, and Alzheimer's, an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Parabens, and everyone knows parabens are bad by now, that disrupts your delicate hormonal balance. And then there's more, more and more things that, are going on when we use regular deodorant. So there are options to use natural deodorants. And so I don't know if you followed me before, but I did go on a journey to finally go from using the toxic deodorant to using natural. And it was a journey and it was a struggle for part of it, because the first thing you have to do when you do that is you have to detox your armpits. And you're like, what the heck is that? So detoxing your armpits, you actually need to go ahead and get all those toxins out of there so that the natural deodorant works better. So I started out and I used doTERRA's mud mask because there's things you can find, and you can Google detox your armpits online. And so, but everything that they were saying that you can make with the bentonite clay and everything, it was already in doTERRA's mud mask. So I just used that. And so what I did was you just use the mud mask or the as your deodorant for a while. You do have to reapply. It doesn't last all day. I learned that the hard way, so I'm going to tell you so you don't make the same mistakes. And then over time, I transitioned from that to using natural deodorants. I've gone through several different, I've probably tried every brand of natural deodorant there is, even doTERRA's natural deodorant. I was really excited about the Balance one that came out last year, but it irritated me because of the baking soda. And so now this year they have a new sensitive formula and it's perfect. So I feel I can finally close the case on removing the deodorant toxins, and now I use a natural deodorant, and I'm happy that I don't have this irritation anymore that I've basically been experiencing my whole life. And there are probably people that continue to have this irritation and they're not sure why. And so this is one simple change. So if you're doing the challenge and you want to change something, I would say if you can, try to start with the deodorant. And there are some people that I know as well that make their own deodorant using the oils and things like potato starch or the arrowroot powder. So there are different things you can do. You just have to decide this is what you're going to change out and change it. But it will be trial and error, and always keep something with you in case the stinkies come on. And I will tell you that Melaleuca kills that bacteria that's causing that smell under your arm. Let's move on. So see, here's some of the things that you can change to. The mud mask to help, and the cleanser. doTERRA has about three different lines of facial cleansers you can use. Correctex. Actually, I use this every day almost, because I have a ulcer that I deal with, and if it starts to flare up at all, this knocks it out. It has frankincense, it has helichrysum, it has lavender and melaleuca in it, and it's very powerful. I will put this up against any topical ointment that is over the counter any day, and it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be healing to your body. It's going to help the body go through the healing process. And it is inexpensive. That on tube is $12 with your wholesale account, and I love it. I think at this point, I'm buying 2 at a time because I want to have my own and then let the family have their own. Fractionated coconut oil, we use that to dilute oils when we apply them, but that is an awesome makeup remover. So you have mascara, eyeshadow, it's awesome at taking it off, and it's gentle on your eyes. Toothpaste, mouthwash. Use those together. It helps with plaque, it helps with cavities, it helps just have an overall mouth health. I use them together. They are very good. And over time, the longer you use them, the better your dentist visits are. I've heard this. People have told me that. There's hand lotion. There is hand and body lotion, hand sanitizing spray. You can make your own, but doTERRA makes it in this little spray bottle. Don't use the Purells. Use the natural stuff. The Purells are really good at stripping everything off your hands, good or bad. So it opens you up to be more susceptible to things. So you touch doorknobs, you touch the grocery carts. I won't tell you the grocery story that my husband told me he saw someone do at a grocery cart in a grocery store. Just know that when you use the On Guard sprays or the other hand sprays that you make with the oils, it's going to put a layer of protection on you, not strip off your natural layer. You can use the shampoos, the conditioners, or the whole line of hair products. And yes, it's good for all hair types. I have very thick, curly ethnic hair, and it is awesome on my hair as well. Actually, I like the shampoo as my body wash, so I also replace the body wash too. And then at the bottom, you see the 2 new deodorants that are awesome, and they last all day. And if you have sensitive skin and can't deal with baking soda, and then try the Douglas fir and Greek orange. It smells like a creamsicle, yum, yum, yum. So if you're struggling with sleep, focus, digestion, respiratory issues, and I don't have it on here, but respiratory issues and maybe a little bit of sugar cravings as well, this is probably some of the things you turn to. You're going to turn to your Tums. I was popping Pepto so much that it turned my tongue black. And that was when I decided, okay, I need to come up with something else. I have to make some changes in my life. You can try different sleep aids. People, you know, turn to caffeine and coffee a lot. All of these things are draining on your body. They are not helpful at all. And so here's a couple recipes that you can use to help with winding down. There's liquid sleep. This is a roller that you can make. You can add 20 drops of each to a 10 ml roller and top it off with fractionated coconut oil, and then roll it on the bottoms of your feet. You can roll it on the back of your neck when you're ready to go to sleep, and it will help you have a really nice sleep with those oils in there. Or you can make your diffuser blend with the Breathe, lavender, and frankincense. And typically, if you're going to try to wind down and get ready to bed, you're going to want to apply these or start your diffuser about half an hour before you go to sleep. And here's some more things you might want to give a try to replace some of those other things that are maybe in your medicine cabinet. Our drops are awesome. Instead of using Halls and Pepto and all the other things, use the Breathe drops to help with respiratory support. Use the On Guard. My son's home. My daughter's going to answer the door. The On Guard with the, it's going to help with your immune support. Use the ginger drops that are going to help you with your digestive issues that you may have. The other thing that you really want to focus on is adding a really good supplement. So I don't know how many people on here are using supplements. If you take one, go ahead and type in the word supplements in the chat. But 80% of our health issues can be prevented by practicing daily health habits like taking LOV. And LOV, if you see it in that top left side, is our #1 selling product, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's awesome because it supports a healthy cholesterol level, blood sugar levels. It has awesome inflammatory response. It's high in antioxidants, and it supports the immune system. So if you try to purchase all of over-the-counter supplements to get all the benefits of the LLV, it would cost you about $250. And when you buy the LLV on your wholesale account, it is a third of that. So that is an awesome deal, and you're getting an awesome product. And over time, you just start to realize issues that you may have been having are kind of just taking care of themselves. Like I used to have, my knee would hurt, my ankle would hurt, and now I move a lot better than I used to. And even if I run out of my supplements, my LRV, or I forget to take them a couple days, I can feel it. I'm like, oh, well, no, I need to get back in the routine of taking them. Also, you have on here lavender, lemon, and peppermint. That's what we can use to help if you're suffering from respiratory issues, or you're suffering from allergies and things like that. You can try that, or you can try Tri-Ease, which is a soft gel that we have in our house, the standard. I think I have my own bottle, and my daughter has her own bottle now, because we both take it daily. I take one day, and it keeps it helps me with the seasonal stretch right now. And actually, I think this month, and we're in April of 2019, it's 10% off. So I'm going to probably try to stock up before the end of the month as well. Other soft gels you can try are On Guard for Protective Blend, which is going to help you boost your immune system. Serenity, that's going to help you get a restful night's sleep. You can use it by itself. I know my father loves to use the Serenity soft gels, or you can use it with the oil. So the way you do that is you take the soft gel and you put the oil in your diffuser about half an hour before you go to sleep, and it helps you wind down and to get good quality night's sleep. We also have peppermint beadlets and Digestin soft gels. And both of those are really good at helping you if you have a weak stomach or have any digestive issues. So this is a slew of things. So now, and I'll tell you this confession, I think about a month ago, I went through, we had a drawer where we just had some just over-the-counter things that we really weren't using, but we still had here. And I cleaned it all out. And if you open that drawer right now, you'll see Breathe Drops, On Guard drops, the Ginger drops, and something else is in there. It's like, so that I've now changed kind of our medicine cabinet drawer that we have. And so I challenge you guys to do that too. If you just change one thing out. And so we already talked about our LOV. You just see all the things that it helps with, cellular longevity and lifespan. So it really is beneficial to the lifespan of the cell, which is why it's so powerful. So cleaning. So what are some things that you're cleaning with? So this was the last thing that I needed to deal with in terms of trying to change out some toxins in our life. And we were using a lot of Tide. So when I met my husband, he said that he had to have Tide detergent, and I was the only one. So I've been using it for years. Never thought about it, never looked at it. So we use Tide. I think everything on here we use. Tide, we use Febreze, we use Dawn, and Bounce fabric softeners. I think most households in America use these 4 products as well. And they're part of your chores and stuff. So who doesn't have a ton of chores? Like, I hate these chores actually. And I thought as a child when I got older that I wouldn't have to do them as much, but that was not true. I have to do them even more. But this is the last area that I'm trying to tackle, and they're trying to change over and use other things instead of using these. And why? And well, because they have toxins in them too. So what happens is that the chemicals that they use in a lot of these products is cheap. It's cheap for them to use them, and they also are fillers, and they also stretch out the product. So it's cost savings for the manufacturers. So we understand that part, but we also need to understand that if we need to make the changes to better our wellness, and our lives and our families' lives. And so even if you look at the ingredients, so get your detergents out if you're still using, one of these traditional detergents, and look and see what's in there. And it'll have stuff like fragrance. And so just that one word can be a combination of a bunch of different chemicals that can be hazardous to you. So you don't really even know what it is. And that's the frustrating part. We're not even sure sometimes what it is. And so this gives you like 7 toxic chemicals that can be found in some laundry detergents. Fragrances is one. Stabilizers, different chemicals they put in there. Bleach is another. Bleach is going to irritate your eyes, your skin, and your lungs. Brighteners that they add to the detergent is going to be chemical based as well. Phosphates we already know are bad. So, and then different surfactants. And so that's what the cleaning agents in there are. So all these things really aren't good for our bodies. And so we need to find ways to change. And so some of the ways that I've changed in reducing toxins is changing the laundry detergent. So doTERRA does offer a laundry detergent. I do so much laundry that we went through this bottle so fast. I'm still trying to figure out how, what we're going to do. But if you do laundry, and it's concentrated, which I also didn't know, so I probably have given it another try and use it correctly. So be sure to read the directions. I hate reading directions, but be sure to read the directions and to know that the laundry detergent is concentrated. It's 6 times ultra concentrated. The On Guard cleaner we've talked about in our other class earlier in the month, and then the hand washes. Think about how many times you wash your hands. And so now I have those at every sink in our home. When we wash our hands, we wash it with that, the On Guard hand wash instead. And there are different ways to use the oils to help, like cleaning out trash cans. You can use lemon oil or purify oil. Don't use dryer sheets. Instead of using those, use wool dryer balls. The wool dryer balls help your laundry dry faster, and it's a natural way to help get your clothes dry. I think they're awesome. The only problem I have with them is that they seem to always come up missing, and then I guess a week later they all appear. So I don't know what the kids are doing with them, but I think they get caught in other people's clothes and they just don't bring them back to the laundry room. But I think they're awesome and they do work. And the other thing that's cool about the wool dryer balls is that you can add different essential oils to them, so you can have a different fragrance in there as well. So I know a lot of people use the fabric softeners for the fragrance, and you can do that naturally. So Clean Team, we talked about this at our other class, but just wanted to reiterate, using the On Guard Cleaning Concentrate, you can make 12 to 16 bottles of your own cleaner. And you can also use other oils like Purify, Melaleuca, Wild Orange, and Lemon, and making your cleaners with the lemon and the wild orange smell amazing. And so sometimes I add those to when I make the bottles with the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. Purify just lives in the laundry room for me. I add it to my detergent. Even when we were using the Tide, I added it to the detergent, and I will add it to the wool balls. And it's a purifying and cleansing effect. So that's why I like it as well. And you can also use it to help clean your dishwasher, your washing machine. So what I wanted to tell you also, and I think I forgot, one of the things you can do is use, I think we're talking about digestive health, is to use the Slim and Sassy products as well. And you can just use the Slim and Sassy oil in morning, afternoon, and evening. Take it 3 times a day. And I'm mentioning that because I am going to find a way to get that into my life, so it will also help me. That's going to be my challenge. I'm going to try to get rid of this sugar habit, and I'm going to rely on that Slim and Sassy. But so you're sitting here and you're thinking, okay, Joy, I'm going to take your challenge. I'm going to try to, come up with something new. I'm going to look at labels, be a label reader, and look especially for things that contain, look for labels that say does not contain, because the manufacturers that have taken all these harmful things out are going to make a point to let you know. So be a label reader. You're going to do that. You want to make a change, but you're going to need some help. changing to this oily lifestyle is going to take help. And that's what my job is. That's what my team's job is. So this is what I recommend. Set up a wellness consult. Set up a wellness consult with me. You can set up a wellness consult to the person who sent you this video, the person who referred you to watch this class. Talk to them, because odds are they are in the same boat as me, and they're essential educators, and they want to help you learn as well. There are ways that some people, once they get started, they get their wholesale account, which is easy to set up. We can help you with that, and you can get the oils and the products for 25% off with your wholesale account. And then if you decide, or you figure out, hey, I love this stuff, and I want to tell other people, I want other people in my family, my friends to know too. And, you start sharing the information with them, and they get their wholesale account. So what happens is that there are ways that you can get your oils free, and we can help you learn that as well. And then there are some people that are so in love with the oils like I am, is that they decide, I want to earn income like Joy does. And so I can help you learn how to do that as well. So if you want to make a change, there are different levels to it, and I am more than happy to help you, or the person who referred you. So what's really important, though, is that you connect with the oily tribe. So my oily tribe is called Joy's Oil Well, and we have weekly and monthly classes. Right now, we have monthly classes that are live, and we do really fun make and takes on different subjects. And also, we do online classes like this one, but you also need a reference book. I have pictured Advanced Oil Magic. That is the current reference book that I use the most right now. There are several out there. You just need to get you a good one, because you want to have maybe 2 a.m. baby wakes up with an earache, and you want to know what to do, because, going to urgent care, for me, it was reasonable, but I think they're realizing people are using urgent care more. So they're increasing the price of even urgent care now. You want to be able to take care of these things and not have to incur more cost. You have your oils. I'm going to tell you, earaches, start with Melaleuca, diluted behind the ears, and or basil. Those are really good with that. And I personally use that. I was having issues with one of my ears for a while, and I had to use something over the counter, which really, it actually made my ear issue worse. And so after using the oils for probably a month or so, it cleared it all up. So that's my testimonial today. The other thing is, you have until next Tuesday. If you're watching this before April 30th, 2019, we are running a promotion where if you share the oil love and you host a class, it can be a live class where you invite people to your home or to Panera, and we sit down and talk about the oils. And your friends or family, or even you, if you don't have your wholesale account yet, you can be entered into a drawing. So if you get a wholesale account, or someone there does, and it results in about 100 PV, which is any of the kits, you start with those, you'll be entered, and you could win one of 4 Visa gift cards, which is pretty cool. I have several people that are going into that drawing this month, but you still have time. But what I wanted to say is, it doesn't have to be a live class. It can be an online class like this. So if you want to get in on this promotion, contact me or contact the person who referred you. So if you want to know, how do I purchase doTERRA essential oils? This is where the rubber meets the road. So what I pulled today, usually I talk about 2 different kits, but I pulled 2 kits today. I pulled the Natural Solutions kit, because that is basically your medicine cabinet makeover in a box. And when I started, I didn't start with this kit. I wish I had been able to, but it wasn't in my budget at the time. But if it is in your budget, I highly recommend starting with this kit, because it is going to allow you to make over and change out pretty much anything that you would use on a daily basis. Pretty much everything that we talked about and then some are going to be in this kit. The other cool thing about this kit is that you start out at 15% 15% in LRP. So there is a loyalty rewards program that is free to join if you want. And everyone starts out at 10%, but with this kit, you can start out at 15%. And all that means is that every time you order, you're going to get back 15% of your order in credits. And also, the other thing with this kit is that The second month, when you place your loyalty rewards order, you get 100 free credits. Oh, so that's why this one is an awesome kit to start with. And it's a really popular one because it's making over the medicine cabinet and you get lots of freebies off the bat. Another popular kit is the Home Essentials kit, and I like that one because it comes with the free diffuser and it comes with the top 10 oils that we talked about. But I want to say everybody's budget's different, everybody's needs are different. Talk to your oil guide person, whoever referred you today, and find out what are all the options for your budget. There are kits that cost more than these. There are kits, that may cost less, or you may just want to start with the $35 enrollment. And that's an option as well. Get your wholesale account so that everything that you buy is going to be 25% off. That makes the most sense for you. So I just wanted to put these out here so you can see, but that medicine cabinet makeover in a box, I wish I could have started with that. And so the last thing is, how can you connect with me? There's different ways you can connect with me. I have a Facebook group that my team and I, we educate people in, and that's going to be, if you get on Facebook and just search for Joy's Oil Well, you'll see it there. It's a public group, so anybody can see it. My website is mayadoterra.com/Joy's Well. You'll see my face come up, and you'll know that's me. It'll be me in glasses with my hair in a bun. And then the next classes that I have coming up are going to be summer solutions. So we're going to be preparing for summer and how we can use our oils for summertime. It'll be at Weekly Community Center in Cypress, Texas on May 17th at 6:30. And we're going to do make and takes as usual. And following day, May 18th, I will do an online version of that class and we'll talk about summer solutions. And you can always email me at joysoilwell@gmail.com. So I hope, let me check my notes right quick, that everyone is having a good night. You're staying dry if you're here in the Houston area, and that you learned something today. And if you have questions, feel free to always contact me or the person who referred you, and we will help you and point you in the right direction. Remember that this is your health, and this is your wellness, and this is your life. And so it's really up to us as individuals to take control of it and to be our best. So have a great evening, everyone. And I will see you, I guess, next month, probably in 3-4 weeks. And we'll talk about summer solutions. Bye. Yes.